I don't know if you guys don't know, but I don't care. Like I don't care, and I think that's with the good stuff like our league does to help with that. If they really do anything, you can put out statements as much as you want, but at the end of the day, you're in an entertainment business. That's when mental toughness comes in. If you're gonna live by praise, you're gonna die by the hate, and so I think that's on the individual person to have mental toughness. Some people can deal with it, some people can't, and I think you can see the ones who can, and unfortunately there are some who...
Right now, behind the closed doors of the WNBA front offices, absolute panic has taken hold. The league's multi-million-dollar financial infrastructure is not just trembling. It is actively collapsing into total ruin. Just hours after the league tried to calm the situation by handing Caitlin Clark the Player of the Month trophy, she turned around and delivered a bombshell final statement that has left USA basketball completely paralyzed. But what happens next is what has everyone truly terrified. It is now officially confirmed that Caitlin Clark is out for Sunday's game. And the moment that official injury report hit the wire, something unprecedented happened. Ticket algorithms froze. Stadium seats went from sold out to nearly worthless in a matter of seconds. Insiders are tracking an immediate staggering 5% drop in the entire WNBA global fan base overnight. Millions of eyes are turning away from the league, and the financial bleeding has only just begun. But if you think this is just a standard rest day or a minor injury update, you are being lied to. It goes infinitely deeper. Her teammate Sophie just stepped up to the microphone with a brutal, heartbreaking message that completely shattered the league's authority. Before refusing to take the court, they spoke words that broke the system to its core.
Or toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense. And it is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community. Most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe, not coming from WNBA fans, Indiana Fever fans. I believe that this is people who are using our league, using our players to further divisive agendas.
The WNBA thought they could preserve the status quo, but they never expected Clark to push back like this. Stay tuned because we are breaking down the hidden footage the league is trying to erase from the internet. To understand why Sunday's game is now facing a massive fan boycott, we have to go back to the exact moment the fuse was lit. It was not just an ordinary basketball play. It was an escalating, targeted act of aggression. Alyssa Thomas delivered a devastating dirty punch that left everyone in the arena and millions watching at home completely frozen in disbelief. It was obvious, it was flagrant, and it was dangerous. But what did the referees do? They looked the other way. The officials on the floor acted as if nothing had happened, actively shielding the veterans while leaving the league's biggest asset completely defenseless. The hierarchy expected Caitlin to absorb the blow, remain silent, and keep bringing in the billions of views. They wanted her to play the loyal soldier.
Back and watch the clip. I think it's pretty straightforward. And it's kind of been a discussion for like 3 years now, and I think we really need to do a better job protecting the people in this league. And, obviously I've been involved in a few of those plays, but there's been plenty others across the league that, haven't got called, go back and post-game or whatever it is. Teams submit clips, nothing really changes. So I think overall the league just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better. Pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that. And, I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. That goes for the opposing team we play. That goes for my teammates. That goes for my coaches. There should never be a question of character. Like I've always stood up here and said that. And that's truly what I believe. That's how I was raised. So, none of that is okay. And I don't want anybody to ever experience it.
But they completely misjudged who they were dealing with. Immediately after being named Player of the Week, Clark went on an absolute warpath. She completely tore apart Alyssa Thomas's post-game lies, exposing the toxic narrative being pushed behind the scenes. She did not just call out the play. She called out the systemic hate and the double standards the higher-ups have been quietly encouraging for months. The statement was raw, it was aggressive, and it completely ripped away the league's polished PR mask. But the real shockwave, the moment that truly shattered the league, did not even come from Caitlin alone. It came from the locker room. Enter Sophie. Up until now, players have been terrified to speak out because of heavy fines and corporate censorship. But witnessing the total lack of protection for her teammate pushed Sophie completely over the edge. In a furious, unfiltered backstage confrontation, Sophie unloaded on league representatives. Sources close to the team reveal that her words were so severe, so damaging to the WNBA's image, that officials tried to stop the cameras from rolling. She demanded to know why the league is actively weaponizing their top stars for profit while allowing them to be hunted on the court. The anger was unmistakable. Sophie made it clear that they are no longer willing to be treated like corporate products inside a rigged system. This was not just one teammate defending another. This was a full-scale mutiny against USA Basketball's leadership. They delivered a clear ultimatum: protect the integrity of the game or watch the entire empire burn to the ground. And judging by Sunday's game, the empire is already on fire. Now let's talk about the cold, hard numbers, because this is where the WNBA's nightmare becomes real. The league's entire modern infrastructure, from primetime television contracts to massive luxury brand endorsements, was built on one fragile pillar: the Caitlin Clark effect. The executives believed they owned the audience. They believed that even if Clark was sidelined, the fans would still show up, buy the merchandise, and eat the overpriced concessions. They were dead wrong. The moment it became official that Clark was out for Sunday, the entire house of cards came crashing down. Ticket resale markets plunged by more than 80% in value. Stadiums that were projected to bring in millions in revenue are suddenly staring at ghost town attendance numbers. Nobody is coming.
Play and react to a little bit what Caitlin Clark had to say, but we got people like Stephen A. Smith, Shanae Agumake speaking out against Caitlin Clark. We got the Kelsey Plum thing. So much stuff to talk about, man. I'm going to try to get through all the content and catch up today. So bear with me, guys, and just please watch the videos if you can.
You just what? Well, it's not like I was on vacation. I was rotting in my bed. I feel better. Just kind of waiting for my energy and this headache to kind of go away a little bit. But I'm here, and so that's great.
What's it like to see yourself become a meme in real time?
So goofy. Like,
What the hell?
so goofy. Like, everyone, it's getting worldwide views now, and so it's just been kind of fun to see. But honestly, I've been like dying in my bed, so I haven't really seen. My mom's keeping me up to date on everything, but it's funny, it's cool. I didn't even mean for it to blow up like that, but you know, the internet does what the internet does.
Do you have a favorite one of the ones you have?
Yeah, Statue of Liberty, dude, that is my favorite one. I feel like we need to change that.
Did you see the one with the White House posted with the president in it? And do you have any thoughts on it?
You know, I think everyone around the world is posting it. Every company has done it. They're just the ones that also get on board. And so I don't really think twice about it. I think they're just another group who is posting about it.
I think our fans voted a lot of players in the top 40, which just shows how much they care.
Oh, no.
But I'm proud of them.
Oh, no. Don't tell me that they edit the damn... Y'all done edit the thing, man. Bro, the Indiana Fever is editing their press conferences. They're definitely cutting out what these players are saying. We watching Tony East, bruh. We watching Tony East, bruh. They edited it.
Dying in my bed, so I haven't really seen. My mom's keeping me up to date on everything, but it's funny. It's cool. I didn't even...
And this 5% drop in core viewership is only the tip of the iceberg. Mainstream corporate sponsors are reportedly holding emergency panic meetings right now. They did not sign multi-million-dollar deals to broadcast empty arenas and dirty plays. They signed on for the revolutionary momentum of the new era. By choosing to side with Thomas and the old guard instead of protecting their franchise player, WNBA leadership has successfully alienated its most lucrative audience. The financial infrastructure is fundamentally broken, and there is no quick fix. This brings us to the ultimate question now, sending shockwaves through the entire sports world. Is this just a one-game absence, or are we witnessing the final days of Caitlin Clark and Sophie in the WNBA? The language used in their final joint declarations was not about recovery or coming back stronger next week. It was about deep-rooted betrayal. Insiders are whispering that quiet discussions are already taking place behind closed doors about their future with USA Basketball altogether. If the league refuses to impose severe disciplinary action against dirty plays and corrupt officiating, a permanent walkout is no longer impossible. It is a highly probable reality.
Amongst clicks, we've done so much to help the game grow in the course of the last 3 years, and we keep kicking ourselves when we're down. She also talks about how this play happened like last Wednesday, and we're still talking about it, and it's a disservice to the league. Well, Caitlin Clark, nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. I know you don't want to admit it, but nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. She talked about the organization having her back, and the coaching staff has her back. They don't have her back. I don't know why she continues to think that they do. But shout out to Bane. Maybe she actually believes it. Maybe she actually believes that they have her back. Because nobody asked if the coaching staff has her back. She just kind of has been coming out and saying the coaching staff has her back, like trying to prove to us that they have her back, that the organization has her back. Just come out and try to prove to us that they have her back. Nobody asks directly, hey, do you think the coaching staff has her? No, she just comes out and says it, which is interesting. The harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. Things that we've heard her say during the rookie year, I believe, what was it, towards the end of the season during the rookie year, her end of the season press conference, I believe it was, where she said a lot of the same things that she said now. Condemning the hate, a very run-of-the-mill response, but didn't do the Stephanie White lengths of virtue signaling and being divisive and calling her fans racist. Interesting, very, very interesting. What I will do, if you guys want to still hang out and watch this, I'll play this at the end. We'll watch this at the end. And let me know your thoughts about what she says in the comment section below. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.
Let's probably start. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, and obviously I haven't been available for like a week or so. So first of all, I know what you guys are going to ask, and I did think it was a flagrant foul. And our reffing just needs to be better. And, it's tough. Obviously, the refs are in a really difficult spot. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world, in my opinion, is to make calls. All you do is get yelled at the whole time by everybody. You're never winning. So I think for us, as the league's just got to do better protecting our players in that regard. I don't really think that it was up for debate. Obviously, it wasn't called in real time. You go back and watch the clip. I think it's pretty straightforward. And it's kind of been a discussion for like 3 years now, and I think we really need to do a better job protecting the people in this league. And, obviously I've been involved in a few of those plays, but there's been plenty others across the league that, haven't got called, go back and post-game or whatever it is. Teams submit clips, nothing really changes. So I think overall the league just has to do better, and we have to invest in those areas. The technology can get better. We can treat the referees a little bit better, pay them like they're full-time employees. I think things like that. And I think a lot has obviously come after that. And as I've stood up here and said before, like the harassment, the hate, none of that.
They said things before walking away that have permanently shattered the trust between the players and the front office. The WNBA believed it was too big to fail, but it forgot one crucial detail. The fans do not care about the league. They care about the truth. And right now, the truth is pointing toward a massive historic exit. The league wanted to bury this story, but the numbers speak for themselves. Sunday's game is going to be a ghost town, and the executives are sweating through their suits. But we want to hear from the real force driving this sport. You. Are you officially boycotting the league until justice is served? Is this the absolute end of the WNBA's golden era? Drop your thoughts in the comments below right now. Do not hold back. Smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we are tracking this breaking scandal second by second as more leaks continue to pour out of the head office. You will not want to miss our next emergency update. See you in the comment section.